precious. Not sharing my precious.
Ever met players like that? They have gold sitting on their account. They can buy plenty of things, but no. The precious currency keeps piling up and just sits there dead. Our writer, at the very least, has walked that exact path. To help you avoid stepping on the same rake, we've picked out the most effective ships you can buy for gold. Let's not drag this out. Let's go! Or sail. Or set course. Whatever. Let's start with the basics. What is gold in modern warships? It's a special resource, something between dollars and art coins. You can use it to buy plenty of things: ships, equipment, customization items, and even consumables. By the way, gold ships, just like market ships, count as premium vehicles, so you get an increased income multiplier. Getting your hands on those precious bars isn't hard. You can earn them through activities and daily missions. Gold is also given as compensation for unused items and as a reward for leveling up. Now that we've covered the basics, let's move on to the ships. One thing to note right away: many of these models are strong because of their modularity. That helps them stay relevant longer and adapt easily to the changing meta. First on the list is the Warships. As of today, it's the only frigate you can purchase for gold. But rarity isn't the only reason players value it. 5 missile cells in a 3+2 layout open up plenty of tactical options. Mount the nuclear High-Fly 2 or the YJ-19 and carefully curve them around islands. There's also a cannon slot on board. We recommend installing the XM2001 there. Its low visibility penalty when firing helps preserve the frigate's stealth. The ship's defense is handled by 2 exclusive paquette systems, capable of hitting torpedoes and submarines. On top of that, you can add a pair of autocannons of your choice. A setup with the AFGS will strengthen your anti-torpedo defense, while Sigmas or Erlikons will reinforce your air defense. But the main advantages of the Warships are its air group of 2 helicopters and excellent mobility. The frigate reaches up to 30 knots, letting it swing wide around enemy flanks with style. The next entry in our list is more versatile: the American destroyer DDG-X. Its flexibility shows both in the way you can build it and the battlefield tactics available to it. The warship carries everything needed for a confident assault, but without going overboard. 4 missiles, a cannon, 2 grenade launchers, and 2 torpedo launchers. The missile layout is especially interesting. In the single cell, you can mount the HQ-26 or the Mica-M. They'll come in handy when fighting against aviation and softening up enemy defenses. The second slot is begging for something more destructive against surface targets. For artillery, we recommend the Archers or the Primetrons. As for grenade launchers, the choice depends on your priorities. Do you want better anti-sub capability or an advantage in duels against surface ships? That's up to you. Either way, you still have a pair of torpedoes as backup against any underwater monsters. The destroyer's protection comes from 5 anti-air systems and a pair of autocannons. We recommend choosing them with an emphasis on countering air threats. The familiar Sigmas and Erlikons are perfect for that role. Next up is the legendary destroyer, Project 2145, a recognized favorite in tournament play. And for good reason. 2 cannons, a pair of grenade launchers, a convenient missile layout, and advanced VLS-type AA systems, some of the best in the game. Its mobility is also excellent. 26 knots with such a heavy arsenal is seriously impressive. That said, the ship's size is both a blessing and a curse. Hitting that huge hull is easy, but thanks to its tall superstructure, the camera sits higher than usual. This lets you literally arc missiles over obstacles, leaving opponents confused and annoyed. Just remember, an experienced enemy may send laser-guided gifts back your way. Our equipment recommendations are the same as before. For artillery, use the archers or the primetrons, while grenade launchers and missiles should match your playstyle. For maximum burst damage, the High-Fly 2 and the TRG 300 work well. For frequent, effective strikes, use the Mosquits and the YJ-19. Pair them with the MAR 290 or the RBU 2500 for a strong all-around build. Players who prefer a safer approach can also mount an additional anti-air missile. The verdict on Project 2145 is simple. Not every bold move will go unpunished, but if you calculate everything correctly, the result will be very satisfying. The final entry on today's list is the famous Zumwalt. Yes, its only decoy-resistant weapons are 2 cannons, and yes, its air defense leaves a lot to be desired. But this is an eternal classic that has remained relevant since the earliest days of modern warships. The Zumwalt performs well in both tournaments and team battles. In experienced hands, it can show any cruiser or battleship the full force of artillery and missiles, striking from unexpected angles while staying safe. For newcomers, it's also a great training platform. It quickly teaches the fundamentals: curving laser-guided missiles, proper movement, and searching for unconventional tactics. On top of that, it's simple and comfortable to control. With only 3 attack buttons, it's hard to get lost. We won't repeat the build advice here. The same equipment options we mentioned before will fit nicely. Buying this destroyer is a reliable investment in your future, and a useful step for anyone looking toward esports. By the way, we covered the Zumwalt in detail in a separate review and in our video about the best destroyers. Check them out. By the way, many of today's featured ships have unique skins available for gold. So choose who you are today. A lightning strike from the darkness, fast and merciless? An unpredictable spawn of hell? Or a grim sheriff who makes enemies tremble with one look? That's all for today, Commanders. Tell us in the comments which gold ships you prefer. And we'll see you at sea.